This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
Funny thing happened the other night. I couldn't sleep, and I decided to go on my Xbox and go on the YouTube, and I was taking a look at some rules and stuff, and I started going through all my videos and just seeing what I had done. You know, just looking, and I kept on going back in time, and I go, I've never done a top 100 games of all time. So I thought about it, and I decided to do the top 109 games of all time. Number one, because 9's a pretty prominent number in my life. So we rounded it off to 9. I was born in the month of September, 9. All my children's birthdays end in 9. Okay. I share birthdays with 3 of my children and grandchildren that end in 9, as well as my son-in-law, whose birthday also ends in a 9. So it's a number that's kind of significant to me. So I decided to just be a little different and go 109. Now in this video here, we're going to count down from 109 to 90. And we're going to try to do this a little quicker, but we want this to last till the end of the year. And in December, we'll finally get to the top game of all time. And I don't think you're going to believe it is what you think it is. I'll be honest with you. So let's get going. Let's not beat around the bush. I'm going to go through some of these very, very quickly, and I'll add a little to them. But as we get down the countdown, we'll definitely slow it down a bit. Game 109, and just making the list. Now, being 109th is not bad. Out of the thousands of games I have, I was able to make a list 109. Think about it. If you make the list, you're pretty special here. 109 is Dune, the original old Dune that came in that wonderful Avalon Hill box. I used to love playing this. It has a lot of emotional attachment to me, so it really sits, for this to sit at 109, it's a special game, trust me on that. 108, we have Mage Knight. Not Mage Knight the board game, because I hear everybody dropping in their chair, falling out of their chairs. I'm talking about the original Mage Knight. My son and I played this until we could not see, and we loved it. We loved the clicks, and it was just a good game, from dungeon to all the different things, buying boxes and cases of it and opening it up and having quite a time with it. At 107 is Dragonfire. A good D&D card game, solid, makes the list. 106, Age of Empires. Very, very good game. I enjoyed this a lot. For me, it fell in my list more or less when I was thinking about it, because I very rarely am going to have a chance to play this over time. At 105 is Middle Earth card game. The one from ICE. This game was beautiful, was fantastic, and you felt you were playing a Lords of the Ring card game. This was just something very special. It was during that era when it came out, was during the card game craze, and yeah, makes the list. At 104, another card game from this era, Last Crusade, a World War II battle game where the cards were actually kind of like miniatures. Really great game. 103, Magic Realm. Magic Realm was such a fantastic game. I I still have it. I saw it the other day, and I'm tempted to dig it out. I really love it. Avalon Hill. It's actually worth some money, I believe. At 102, World in Flames. This is down far because, honestly, I am not going to be able to play this going forward. There's just nobody around to play it with. I could try to do it myself, but boy, what an undertaking that would be. But is still a game that is near and dear to my heart. At 101, Dark Eye Aventura, the card game. This is a underrated game, and I really, really love it. At number 100, Everdell. Now, I know what you're saying. This should be a lot higher. The only reason it's not higher is because I don't have a ton of plays. I love it enough that when it popped in my head, it made this list. And I had to put everything a certain way. And this is a great game. Plain and simple, but it is definitely a game that, if we do this list a year from now, I would be curious, and I think I'm going to try to do it once a year to see where this goes, or once every other year, to see how the list changes. Because a lot of for this to make my top 100, it actually had to knock some things back. At 99, Arcadia Quest as a whole. I don't know what happened with this game. I like this game. It's good. I don't think if it had solo rules, maybe it'd be a little bit higher, but I think it aged on me and slid down extensively in the list. At 98 is Battlelore, the first and second edition. I like them both equally. I lump these together. Good, solid experience, enjoyable. What more can you say? Richard Borg. 97 is going to be Cthulhu Wars. This is a good game. I think the attraction for me originally was the big figures, and then when I played it, I went, hey, there's some game here. But it kind of has gotten old to me, and I think has aged. And again, this is a game that you need 3 players, and for me, if they're not there, the games are sliding. 96, Civilization. Yes, the original 1980 version. I really like this game. This is a shame that I just don't get it out to play as much as I would like to anymore. A very good, solid experience again. All these are just solid, and it is where it is, and I wonder if it'll change. 95, Mansions of Madness. Now, I look at Mansions of Madness as a whole, and for me, good, great game, but it made the top 100. It made the back end of it, but the top 50. I'm telling you right now, I sat and I sat and I sat because of the amount of newer games, older games, and different types of games. I think the thing that really has to hit home here is that when you look at this list, and you're going to see some miniature games come in here, some war games come in here, board games, all kinds of different types of games, pen and paper games. I didn't leave anything out, so trying to find 109 games was very hard. So Mansions of Madness at 95. And 94, believe it or not, is StarCraft, the board game. I really liked that. It's very sought after. I have it, and I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with my son when he was smaller playing it, and it was very enjoyable. And it resonated. Because a lot of this list I pulled from the top of my head, believe it or not, without looking anywhere, and kind of went, okay, what would the things be? And I made a list. And about 80 of the games I was able to write down without, researching and looking and saying, well, this, that, the other, so forth and so on. At 93 was Aquasphere. Yes, a Euro game makes the list. I played this at a convention, a prototype convention, where I was waiting for Tom, Sam, and Z to come up because we were checking out prototypes and stuff like that. And it was the first convention, and we were meeting just to talk over some things. And this game resonated because I ended up buying it cheap and playing it with the kids, and we really liked it. There was a lot of things going on, but I think that was some of the part that really intrigued me. At number 92 is a favorite of the family, Camel Up. We've had some of the greatest tournaments playing Camel Up, and I absolutely love the game, and it makes it here at 92. At 91 is Fury of Dracula. Fantastic. If you're playing Dracula, tons of fun. If you're playing one of the Hunters, okay, tons of fun. There's no bad play here. One against many, fine. It's fun. But also, just the whole experience of the game. It started the one versus many craze, I think, in a lot of ways. And this being an old GW game is just something that's very sentimental and just great. Finally, rounding out this this grouping at number 90 is a game that I got to play at Recon. No, it was Huracan, not this year, but the prior year. We all sat down and played it, and actually Tina was with me, and we had a great time playing this game. And that is Black Orchestra. Oh my God, this game is a lot of fun. And hard, yeah, it's a hard game. I promise you that. It is not going to be something easy. You are going to really find a tough time getting through it, but you have to work together. And I played it solo also and just loved the experience of that. Just an all-around great game, and definitely fits in at number 90. Well, there you have it. That is the first 19 on our list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We will be back next week with, I don't know if I'm going to do 10 or 15. It depends on how it'll go. I think there's 8 weeks left at that point. So honestly, I think we'll probably do 10 at a time going forward. But some of the things that are on this list, I think are going to be, some of you will agree, some of you won't. And that's the best way to put it. So, thanks so much for watching. And until next time, when we count down from 89, and I believe down to 80, it's going to be your old pal Rob going through his top 109 games of all time. Until next time, we'll see you soon.